Ever wonder how much of your hard-earned cash is slipping away in transaction fees every time a customer buys something from your business? It's a question that keeps many entrepreneurs up at night, especially when dealing with popular point-of-sale systems like Lightspeed. We're diving deep into Lightspeed's transaction fees today, breaking down everything you need to know to understand exactly what you're paying and if it's the right fit for your business. Running a business is a roller coaster. You're juggling inventory, marketing, customer service, and a million other things. The last thing you need is to be confused about your transaction fees. It's like trying to navigate a busy intersection with a blindfold on. You know you need to get to your destination, but you're not sure which way to go, and you're worried about getting hit by a bus. That's how many business owners feel about transaction fees. They know they're paying them, but they're not entirely sure how they work or if they're getting a good deal. Lightspeed is a popular point-of-sale (POS) system used by businesses of all sizes, from small boutiques to large restaurants. It's known for its user-friendly interface and robust features. But like any POS system, Lightspeed charges fees for processing transactions. And these fees can vary depending on a number of factors. That's what we're unpacking today. No more blindfolds. We're going to give you crystal clear vision. First, it's important to understand that when we talk about transaction fees, we're generally talking about two main types: payment processing fees and Lightspeed's own fees. Think of it like this. You're renting a space, Lightspeed's platform, and then you need to pay a toll to use the road, payment processing fees. Payment processing fees are charged by the companies that actually handle the credit card and debit card transactions. These companies, often referred to as payment processors or merchant services providers, are the middlemen between your business and the banks. They facilitate the transfer of funds from your customer's account to your business account. Think Visa, MasterCard, American Express, Discover. Those are the big players. Lightspeed itself doesn't directly process these payments. They partner with various payment processors. This means that the specific payment processing fees you pay will depend on which processor you choose to work with. Lightspeed integrates with a range of processors, giving you some flexibility. However, it also means that pricing can be a little complex. Now, here's where things get interesting. Payment processors typically charge a combination of fees. These can include interchange fees. These are paid to the card-issuing bank, the bank that issued your customer's credit card. These fees are set by the card networks, Visa, MasterCard, etc., and vary depending on the type of card, the transaction method, in-person, online, etc., and other factors. Assessment fees. These are paid to the card networks themselves. They're a small percentage of each transaction. Processor markup. This is the fee that the payment processor charges for their services. This is where you'll see the most variation between processors. Other fees. There might be other fees such as monthly fees, statement fees, chargeback fees, and more. It's crucial to understand all these potential fees before signing up with a payment processor. So, how does Lightspeed fit into all of this? Lightspeed itself may also charge a fee per transaction, or they might have a bundled pricing structure that includes processing. This fee is separate from the payment processing fees we just discussed. It's essentially the cost of using Lightspeed's platform. This fee can be a fixed amount per transaction, a percentage of the transaction, or a combination of both. Lightspeed's pricing structure can vary depending on the specific plan you choose. They offer different plans tailored to different types of businesses, such as retail, restaurants, and e-commerce. Each plan has its own pricing structure, which may include different transaction fees. To get the most accurate information about Lightspeed's transaction fees, the best approach is to contact Lightspeed directly or visit their website. They have sales representatives who can walk you through the different plans and explain the associated fees. Don't hesitate to ask them detailed questions. Don't be afraid to ask them to break down the fees for you. You're running a business and you need to understand your costs. When you're comparing Lightspeed's pricing to other POS systems, it's essential to do an apples-to-apples comparison. Don't just look at the headline price. Dig deeper and understand all the fees involved. Consider the types of transactions you process most often. Do you have a lot of in-person transactions? Or are most of your sales online? This will impact the fees you pay. Also, Be aware that sometimes you might be able to negotiate transaction fees with payment processors, especially if you have a high volume of transactions. Don't be afraid to ask for a better rate. The worst they can say is no. Another thing to consider is the payment methods you accept. Some payment methods, like American Express, tend to have higher processing fees than others, like Visa or MasterCard. If you accept a lot of American Express payments, you'll need to factor that into your calculations. Understanding your transaction fees is crucial for managing your business finances. It's not just about knowing how much you're paying. It's also about being able to forecast your costs and make informed decisions about pricing your products or services. If you're not careful, transaction fees can eat into your profits. So, to recap, Lightspeed's transaction fees are a combination of payment processing fees, which go to the payment processor, and Lightspeed's own fees, which are for using their platform. The specific fees you pay will depend on your chosen payment processor, your Lightspeed plan, and the types of transactions you process. The best way to get the most accurate information is to contact Lightspeed directly and ask them to break down the fees for you based on your specific business needs. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time.